The internet has officially lost the plot. People are now making edible clay pottery. Welcome to today's video. Yes, today I'm back testing another batch. In fact, we've got 5 viral recipes that you've stumbled upon scrolling on the internet. In fact, one of them though does come from Hugo.
Indeed it does.
It does also look very tasty indeed. So yeah, put your feet up, relax, and let me go through the pain to find out which ones are truly beneficial for you to try, and of course put your own stamp on it. And we're gonna start with some pottery. All right, so first up we've got this potterier. Is that what they're called? Potter? He looks like he knows what he's doing. Potterist. Potterist?
A potter or a ceramicist?
A potter? A Harry Potter?
Or a ceramicist.
A ceramicist. Wow, that sounds amazing. Ceramicist. But look, he's going for that with the old wooden spoon as well. Moulding. Is that a vase? That looks incredible. He's got wet hands and that wheel is going quite fast. He's very excited, doing a little dance. Okay. Putting it into the fridge with some other ones. Oh, and of course some southern fried chicken. Not sure if you spotted that. And onto a cake. Sorry, out of all of that, I really like the word ceramicist. That's amazing. Well, let's have a go. And I am going to don my apron because it's the first one of the day. All right, so as you guys know, I very, very rarely wear an apron. In fact, I've done that a bit high. This one's really weird. It's like a bib, but it's just in case because I don't really fancy having like neon icing all over me for the rest of the video. So let's go.
You look like a blacksmith.
Favourite comment on this one. With gloves, it would be more hygienic, full stop. You suck your fingers and then all this is contaminated, fire emoji. I kind of see why they left that, but there's more important things to worry about. Relax. Right, so I've ordered this like, oh my gosh, that's a tiny pottery wheel. That's amazing. I ordered this online and it's come with a load of tools. I don't think I'm gonna use any of them. I quite like the wooden spoon idea, but then again, I have no idea what we're gonna make. It offered a choice of colours, but naturally I went for the baby pink model. Look at that. I love how you've kind of got like an on switch or an on switch, but maybe that is, oh, crikey, that's aggressive. Maybe that spins the wheel different directions. This is your speed nozzle, and that's where our power goes. Also worryingly, this this plug is so light. Like literally it feels like there are no electrics in there whatsoever. Feel the weight of that.
Oh, that's light. There's nothing in there. Oh yeah. Good luck. Okay,
here we go. So there's this like bit in here. It does have an electric shock warning, but it's called like your water tray. So I don't know whether that's to catch bits of water. So I'm just gonna put a little bit there and have a bowl here. Right. All right, so it does turn on and I can adjust the dial. Not sure if you can hear that, but that is spinning. That's the maximum power it goes, but based on that plug, I'm surprised it's spinning at all. I've got some bright green fondant icing here, which I think is what he used. I mean, this has been sat at room temperature. It's fair. Oh, that is moldable actually. I did see at the start of the clip, he was kind of like shaping it with his hands, you know, get some body heat on there. But I tell you what, that's slightly my concern, which is why I've got some sugar paste here. It's a little bit like more, I don't know, tolerable for this sort of task, I think. But there's only one way to find out. So I'm gonna, what shall I make, Hugo?
I reckon you should make a mug.
A mug?
And then at the end, I should drink out of it.
Right. Okay. Let's stick that down on there. We're gonna go for a mug. I feel like we need some water on it just to help ease the, oh look. Look, now you can see it spinning actually. Let me show you. Oh, gosh. Okay, not that fast. Do we need to kind of make it adhere to it? Oh gosh. Spin a little bit. See, even that. Okay, that's too slow. That's too slow. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'll tell you what. Okay, I kind of need it to stick to the plate a bit more. So we'll do the wet side. There we go. Let's get some water. Let's go for this. I mean, it looks a bit like a green pepper at the moment. I can just leave it like that. Oh, gosh. Ugh. This isn't going well, Hugo.
Why don't you start off really slow?
Well, I'm trying, but it won't actually let me shape it. Maybe I've got to warm it up a bit more like he did. Yeah, should we do that?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Maybe water the base a little bit. So water the base.
Water the base?
And then stick it to it, yeah.
It'll fly off? Oh, like literally...
Yeah, put some water down, and then put the thing on top, and then it hopefully will stick to it.
Right, okay. You know, it's going to get really bad if Hugo has to join me and we start doing the scene from Ghost, you know?
That is not an option. Okay.
Good to know my boundaries. Oh no! Now it's sliding! No! Oh, I've made a little face. That's amazing. Oh gosh, I'm gonna go full speed. No. How do you potter? Oh, I think I get it now. You you can embrace that it stops. You use your fingers to kind of indent and push and warp and... Oh gosh, I'm making a shoe. I'm making a clog. Ah! Oh no, I'm gonna stop. Stop. Oh my gosh. Look, I've made a mug. I think I've made like a cup. What do you think?
I mean, it looks like a big sofa from here.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
It looks like something I made when I was 8 with some modelling clay.
Right, folks, I don't know if I've invented something here, but this could be the first mug with a side-on handle. It's going to be the frog's tongue. I'm going to put it, I've got a bit more tolerance this side. I'm going to put it around here. There we go. Let me show you. Like this. Okay, stick that on there. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's all falling apart. I don't think it's going to hold. Oh, it might have to be like upright like that. Even that's going to... What? I feel like I'm a dentist or something. What's going on? I'm making some weird false teeth. Oh, gosh. So here I've got some sugar paste. So exactly the same, I'm warming it up, but it has like sugar paste, I think it's got like more of like a dough-like consistency, a little bit more pliable. Not that I'm giving myself a great excuse here, and in fact, I've already cheated there, so let's literally put it back the way it's intended. I'm trying to warm this up and just, you know, make it feel like you're gonna be a mug, mate, hopefully. I mean, look at this. I think I need to sit it down on it first of all. That's kind of like a, yeah. And just for luck, I'm gonna go the other way. Look, so if I push down, look! This is awesome! Oh, that's too fast, it's too fast, too fast! No, wait! Oh, yeah, okay. I want this to work. Yeah, let the wheel do the work, Barry. Let the wheel do the work! No! It's getting there. It is getting there, honestly. We're throwing. I can't stop this. Oh, gosh. My fingers are there. If I let go of it, it's going to fly off, and I don't want that to happen. See? I'm controlling it. Right. The sugar paste is a lot more stubborn. It does not surprisingly want to be a mug, so I think, based on that, stick to the fondant icing. Oh, it's on. Not that I'm disappointed with these mugs here, but I'm going to try one more time. I've needed this a lot. I can't get this to work. Like, literally, unless I go really fast. Look, and then it just flies off. Like, seriously? Like, look at that. It's like high-fiving me constantly. Look. Do you know what? I think I need to be stood up. Look, I can shape it more like this and let it do its thing. Look, I'm getting a bowl here. This is good. Oh gosh, it just does that. Look at that.
It's dancing.
Yeah. Does anyone want an ashtray? That'll do. All right, just to give this more of a chance of being a handle, I've put a smaller piece of yellow there, which is actually being part supported by the board, but that's another thing. And this bit can be its eyebrows if that works, because obviously mugs have eyebrows. What do you think of that?
Is this some kind of like play park, or is that supposed to be a mug?
Okay, so let's get it in our kiln to see if we can get it to firm up and basically be a mug at the end of the video. So, next one. Okay, so hopefully at the end we'll be able to successfully drink out of my mugs. Next up is a nice quick one. This is gonna be some Spam chips. So the context is you slide Spam down a mandolin twice to kind of create hashtags, air fry them and dunk them in a sauce, and they're supposed to be amazing. Some favorite comments on this one. I love Spam. Just love that. I love Spam. Do you like Spam, Hugo?
Absolutely not.
No?
It's just meat in a can.
It is just meat in a can, but I actually like it fried, so this could be good. Somebody else put passo, which I think translates to pass, so they don't like the look of it. And another one put, OMG, I am first, which I've never understood. I get it on my videos too. Why? First is fine. Put a more interesting comment, like the I love Spam one. Right, let's get going. This is a bit dangerous, so the anti-cut glove will be out. Right, so I've got a mandolin here. This one's actually got lots of different functionality. You can change the blades and rotate them. And I won't show them because I don't know what it is. These machines just make me feel so uncomfortable. But like I say, we have got the anti-cut glove to help with that. But here is a tin of Spam. There we go. Look at that in all its glory.
Oh, that stinks. It smells like dog food.
But I tell you what, you might like it once it's fried, honestly.
Yeah, sure.
There we go. Hey, what is that? That's it, like gourmet.
I'll never trust you again after that century.
Oh, it's a bit jelly.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so the main thing to say on the mandolin here, we've got like the wavy, I don't know, is that like crinkle cut or wavy blade, something like that? They don't always come with that, so you do to make sure you've got one. So if we just slide it down like this, I've got the chopping board to catch it. Okay, it's a little bit of a rip. Oh, wow. Look at that. Looks like a lilo in a swimming pool. But apparently, if we go the other way... Oh no, it's too fat. Oh, I'm gonna have to adjust it. Damn it. Right, up higher. And I have got one of those like pushy things to help. But I don't really want to risk it on this because it's so thin and mushy. It'll probably like just destroy it. Oh, okay. We're just getting thinner and thinner. Ah, no, but we need it to be thin. Ah, no. So, because it had like holes in it. Right, let's go back to this one. I mean, I've got a few holes there. Damn, this is actually really fiddly and I do not want to muck about with this one for too long. Let's go thinner. Yeah, the gap in this mandolin. No. Why is it falling through? I mean, if the worst comes to worst, we can still air fry these. Just that's my best one so far. Do you know what? I might just go back to it being like a thicker slice. Just do one more. Oh, gosh. And then just go back the other way. No, it falls through. It falls through. This is ridiculous. Part of me feels like, right, okay, we need to like raise the height now and just like push it through like this. But I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, this seems to be working a bit. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put this in the freezer to try and make it resemble more of a potato because we could definitely get those shapes with that. Yeah, as I just passed the kiln, this will go in the freezer.
It literally says in the video, using frozen spam will give you better slices.
Okay, so we've frozen it. That's good. We're possibly going to help us. Also, my anti-cut gloves have turned into anti-spam gloves. The amount of spam smeared on there. Ugh. All right, so Hugo found this one. Potato cheese stuffed pockets. Look at that, Paul. Oh my gosh. I think that's some sriracha as well there. It gets dunked in it. Oh. So this is some potatoes. You mash them up a little bit, some flour. Okay, so you're binding it, herbs and spices, that sort of stuff. Knead it all together. I haven't got those black gloves. I'm not going to do that. Very Instagrammy. So you basically make that potato dough, shove in your grated cheese, encase it in there. Very, very nice. So I think there's a dish called like Hotek, H-O-U-T. I think it might be like Dutch or South African or something. In a pan, fried until brown either side. Oh, and yeah, look at that. They do look amazing, to be fair. All right, I've got some ingredients to the side there, but first up is some mashed potato that I actually mashed earlier. I thought, how can I show you that I did it? Well, I decided to leave a little bit of the masher in there. Peeled, mashed, 450 grams. I was hoping it might come out as one big sort of mashed potato bike helmet there. Oh, it sort of did. I'm slightly worried about this being a bit dry as well, but hey ho, in goes the flour. Pepper, salt, paprika, which you guys know I love. Some mixed herbs, and some freshly chopped parsley. Right, again, another hands-on recipe. I feel like it needs an egg or something to bind it together, but I guess we kind of want them rigid. Mixing this all in. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Alrighty, so I'm gonna take some, oh, here we go. Depends how big we want to make them, really. I might just like maybe make 3 big old patty like that. It's really nice and smooth. I used Maris Piper potatoes. Obviously, different potatoes have sort of slightly different textures and starch amounts when you like mash them. So just as a little reference. So it does say to put like a little shimmy of flour just around to lock it a touch. Okay. Yeah, like big potato patties. I reckon these on their own would be really nice. But no, this is some grated mozzarella. All right, just bring it up. Trying to keep it tucked in the middle there. Okay, we're just about doing it. Oh gosh. Yeah, all right. So this is, as long as we enclose it there, like a little pouch, and then we can start to really encase it in there. Oh wow, look how smooth that is. That's awesome. I might just do a little courtesy dust of flour anyway, just to kind of smooth it out, but that's as far as I want to go. That's looking good, folks. Wow. So I've made 3 of varying sizes, and actually one I floured a little bit more just to see if there's much of a difference, but we're ready to go. Right, the cool thing is, I mean, this is all cooked already. We could just eat this. But it says to use olive oil. I'm going to go with vegetable just because I've got an absolute mountain of it here in the house and I like reusing it. I just realised I said I'm here in the house. I'm in the garden kitchen, which is basically where I spend 90% of my life now. But I think as the oil warms up, I am going to add these in. Just get them going. Right, they're frying away nicely now, but it's quite strange because underneath that, where we're crisping it up, it's gonna be firm, but the tops here, of course, they've not been exposed to the oil. They're kind of delicate, so we need to kind of like be tender. I guess success is that it tastes good, we get that golden color on it, and perhaps a nice cheese ball. Oh! Oh, there you go. Oh, yes. Have a look at those. They're looking amazing. Right, same the other side. I mean, they're basically stuffed potato cakes, aren't they? And that is not a bad thing. Well, I guess one great thing is the cheese has not escaped. Look at these things. This is amazing. All right, Hugo, you get to try your own suggestion in real time.
I can't wait.
All right, so I think they've got some sriracha to dunk it in, but first of all, I want to see, have we got that? Oh, yes, we have. Hugo, look, we did it, mate.
Oh my god.
That's hot. I was thinking about, oh, should I put the lid on to enclose the heat in? But no. And isn't it good just in isolation here? We're on our third recipe. Well, we've got Spam in the freezer, pottery in the fridge. Well, hopefully this thing, oh, look at that. Ah, so cool. That's so hot still, but I really want to try it. Oh, that's gorgeous. All right, I think you're going to like this. All right, off you go. Actually, you're not going to do a cheese pull?
I don't care about cheese pulls.
You don't like cheese pulls?
Nah.
To be fair, I think you're like quite a lot of people that comment on my videos.
Oh.
Is that good?
That's wonderful.
Yeah? Everything you imagined when you saw that video?
More.
Alright, this next one might be a bit of a symmetry problem. Anyhow, 4 neatly sliced pieces of bread, beaten egg, and then you flip it like that. Nice, golden brown, and then some very glossy cheese that fits the slices nicely. Sauce on top. Turn it, break it up, and you have got that. There was 2 comments that stood out. One, this meme, which I've never seen before, which I probably will use again. And then this one, which is very popular, but all the egg is outside the bread. I prefer mine inside the sandwich. Now, is that a massive thing? Like, if you're gonna eat it inside out anyway, does it matter? Well, let's find out. Symmetry. This loaf of bread, all of the pieces are like slightly more rectangular, so I could square it up. In fact, a good way of demonstrating that is the cheese that I've already cut for in a bit. When I put that on there, I mean, look how different sizes that is. So yeah, it's not gonna look absolutely perfect. I do have a loaf of bread for our next recipe, but that's a bit sweeter, and this is obviously a bit more savory. So we've got some eggs here. I'm gonna season it with pepper. All right, just beat that together a little bit too excitedly and even get a little bit on the side. Brilliant. Now, before we chuck this in, I mean, I know I just chucked it in, but this is some spring onions. Have a look on the screen right now. I think they look a little bit fatter than herbs, so I'm gonna go with some finely sliced spring onion. Other than clean up this mess, that's pretty much it. All right, here we go then. This same pan that made those lovely potato cheesy cakes, a little bit of butter, why not? All right, here we go then. Let's get the bread in, opposite sides. Oh gosh, is this gonna work now? Oh no! I might have to slice it up after all that. Do you want some partially fried bread, Hugo?
Nah, funny enough, I'm alright, thank you.
Yeah, so I've just cut that amount of bread off of my bread. So hopefully, I mean, these are a bit squarer now, but oh, now my cheese, well, cheese might cloak it. I'm happy with that just, yeah, that can still go there. All right. Yes, we want the bread pointing in the middle with like an even spaced gap so the bread can fall between it. Oh, okay. Hey, that looks quite good. I've got my egg into a jug so that we can hopefully pour it and it can settle between the grooves. I want to try and do it fairly evenly so it doesn't actually push the slices. I think we're there. And possibly we might have had a touch too much egg. Right, I think we're there. Actually, the spring onions, because I haven't got some here, they are acting as like little spacers from the bread to stop it moving again. So like the fluid from the egg does it at first, but then the spring onions sort of act as like a little bit of a dam as well, basically to keep the symmetry. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this is set. Oh, I might be able to flip it. Should I flip it, Hugo?
Absolutely.
I think I can, you know. Oh no, oh my gosh. Oh no, I can't. It doesn't want it to stay, it's like pulling it back down. Okay. Oh! What was that? Sorry. Okay, now the bread gets covered with the cheese. That's a lovely golden colour on there. In fact, the bread sort of hid from it. Wow. Okay, so it's like a drizzle of sauce, like sriracha. Alrighty. And then this is where I don't know if this is gonna work. I've got to kind of like have it, and then we get under and flip it over. Oh, that's brilliant, but the bread wasn't done enough. It doesn't matter. Surely we've got a show side, because again, now we break this up. That on there like that? No, okay. So my decent brown side of the bread is facing inside, but... Oh! You got the melted cheese on there. There's literally an omelette wedged between that sandwich with the spring onion, the sriracha. Damn, that's hot. Let's try it. Here we go though. Get a load of that. Look, you can see the layers on that. That's really cool, and I love how the spring onion pops. But you've kind of got the sauce and the cheese melting together there. I'm not going to push it, but you can see it's melted. This one's winning the omelette contest. There's a lot of egg on that side, but hey, at least we got there. I'm going to be kind and take the one with like, almost like a lip of omelette on it. I love the kick of the sriracha. That's really nice. And even the bread, although the colour's not there, it is toasted. You've got a nice, delicate crunch to it. There we go.
Oh, this looks yummy. Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah?
That tastes like an elite egg sandwich.
I love that the cheese is melted and the bread, despite the colour, is still lightly toasted. The sriracha in there is giving it some heat and it's giving me a bit of a sweet tooth, which is great because this next one, I think you're gonna love. Ben & Jerry's official look at this. This looks like some brioche bread, I think. Very quickly making an eggy milk mixture. This is so fast. It's so fast. Cinnamon sugar rolled ice cream, condensed milk, maybe chocolate sauce, ice cream scoops, boom. Ultimately, it looks blooming gorgeous. I guess it's like a French toast stack. Eggy bread if you're British. The comments on here are rubbish, so I put my own. Trying this? No, seriously, I am actually trying this and putting this comment here as the comments aren't exciting enough for me to get excited about, so I'm going to see my own comment and get excited and then get excited to make this. Excited. Thanks, Ken. And obviously Ken, because I call them sometimes Ken and Jenny's, Ben & Jerry's. Someone called Lily Ellis, I think you might be a bit excited, replied to me, and yes, I am. I'm also craving something sweet and hopefully, and I think this will definitely tick that box. One thing I do want to show you next to this very random fridge freezer today. Oh my gosh, that is solid as a rock, but also stinks. Maybe this recipe is proving popular because the churro section that was churro ice cream is gone. So that's what it is, probably a churro loaf. French bread loaf, eggy bread loaf, I don't know. I've got a couple of tubs of, this is half baked, but yeah, I guess any ice cream will do. I am not that picky. Okay, so this is a little bit of a guess. I've got some eggs here, 3 eggs. So other French toast recipes I've done before have had like about 100 ml of milk when it's roughly that amount of eggs. Let's break that up. All right, so we've got cinnamon sugar as well, which, spoiler alert, is just made with cinnamon and sugar. I'm just literally winging this, but this is always quite nice. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so I've got some brioche bread here, which I'm fairly certain is what they used. I think their slices are a little thicker. They used 3, so I'm gonna use 4. Exciting maths. And the sauce they put on, I'm not entirely certain. It's ice cream, so I have got, and we will hopefully see this again in a bit, some chocolate sauce that you would drizzle on an ice cream. But look, we should be able to stack that in there like so. Okay, cool. And I assume, I didn't see the rest of it. I need to make sure I don't use all of this up. They did it for every layer, but we kind of do want it to grip, so it's sensible. Sensible ice cream sandwich making. Bring it over there. Yeah, the only thing with it being brioche, it is proper delicate. Like, this stuff is buttery and flaky. I kind of want it to hold its shape. But this sauce, I'm pretty certain, now that this is on there, that is definitely the right stuff. Although actually, in a weird way, it's looking a bit like Marmite right now. Right, there we go. That is going to help hopefully lock the stack together. Yeah, so we'll see the cinnamon sugar in a bit, but this, I'm not going to jinx it, but that's locking together fairly well. I've put a little bit of sugar in our eggy milk mixture because why not? Why don't we need more sugar in this? Dunking it in, letting it completely absorb, which I guess is going to bind it together anyway. Don't want to leave it in here for too long. That's going to go mega soggy. Here we go. Okay. In you go, into the butter, my friend, and kind of like a Rubik's Cube, that's the only thing I can think of at the moment that's in a similar shape. An ice cube. We're just trying to brown it with the butter on all those sides. Oh, why am I don't need this anymore. Hopefully I don't. The main thing I'm going to do is just keep dropping in like chunks of butter from time to time. I've got Hugo here for moral support.
Hello.
Maybe you're hungry, I don't know.
I am.
But here we go. It smells like so nutty. Do you like eggy bread or French toast?
I don't mind it. I haven't had it in a long time, but yeah, it's quite nice.
Oh, first turn. It's not the best. I kind of wish I was wearing my apron then. Pottery only. But we can come back to that. We can gloss it. We can start adding butter on. Oh, I just want to kind of stop it being soggy. Oh, that's the colour. That's the colour. It's catching now. I've got to go quite quick, otherwise we'll end up with brown butter, which I suppose that won't be that bad. I will say that chocolate sauce is really holding it together as well. Right, I'm just going to finish off the edges. Thank you, Boston. Look at that. All right, putting the cinnamon sugar on a plate. Dumping this straight in. Oh my gosh. Every side that I can just to get it coated in the cinnamon sugar. I mean, yes, the churro ice cream should go with it, but I hope you'll agree with me. I don't think it's really going to matter what kind of goes with it. And this lens is not doing it justice. So Hugo, let's get the sexy lens. All right, so ice cream on. This is their like half-baked ice cream. And I didn't buy it in scoops ready-made like this. I already scooped it out. Listen, thinking I've like invented something. There we go, let's get that down. And then I'm just gonna, it looked like they just drizzled it across like that.
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
And I'm not sure about this, but my arteries aren't either. This is condensed milk. It looked like they just poured some of that on there. What a mess, but damn, I'm hungry. Should we have a look, Hugo, see what it's gonna do, eh?
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh! Look at that, it's actually kind of like marbled itself. That's amazing.
Here we go.
Is it bad?
It just tastes like bread.
Oh, that tastes like a donut, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just tastes like a, I mean, I wasn't blown away.
Oh, really? I think that's extremely naughty. I like you. So you don't like that? I like it.
I mean, I don't mind it. It just tastes like bread. It just tastes like brioche bread.
Okay.
You can have it.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have demolished a little bit of that. If you're enjoying this video, folks, and you're not subscribed, please consider doing so for regular food fun like this twice a week. I have washed the mandolin because that was a top tip, but also in that video, Hugo's just discovered.
So we figured out on the video, the sneaky way of doing it is to get a straw to stab the holes.
And that worked for her?
Well, it gave her the holes, yeah.
Here we go then. A block, crikey, of frozen spam. So we've already got the lines going down that way. If I can just get one, I'm going very slow, but that is actually biting. I think we've done it. I can see through there. Oh, it's pretty much there. But so now we've got the lines like that. We go the opposite way down. Maybe I'll lower the blade slightly, but freezing it genuinely has given it that much better bite through it. Oh no, I think we're, it's just there. The holes are, let me show you. Can you see? Maybe a touch thinner. This is ridiculous. It's so pointless. I think I can go a smidgen fatter. Bingo. Look, Hugo, I did it.
Yay!
Oh, we're doing it now. We are doing it, folks. Yes. So basically, go the opposite way each time, 90 degrees. I'm really happy with that. All right, air fryer basket. Which ones are you going to get in there? I mean, they're so light. They might just blow around, but they are quite strong. You have to get the right size. I took it down to like the 2mm setting. It's like I've got a cargo net of Spam or something. It's like really cool. I know you probably shouldn't overlap them, but we'll do a few. Let's see what this does. All right, in it goes. Oh no, it's gonna take 20 minutes, but I just hope they don't blow around. Hey, I tell you what, these are looking good, you know. We're getting some good color on there. It's starting to sizzle a little bit. I can't believe we did that. All right, so 10 minutes, turning them halfway through. They actually suddenly look a bit more appealing. Dunky Dunk ketchup. The ketchup's so heavy compared to the weight of it. It's fell off. Mmm. Although that was about 90% ketchup, I'll try it on its own. Mmm. Right, hang on. All right, choose your weapon.
Oh gosh. Here we go.
You don't like Spam?
No. Well done. You've just invented bacon. That's just bacon.
But you like it?
Yeah, that's literally just bacon.
Now that it's cooked?
Yeah.
But if it's cold, it's dog food.
Yeah. The smell throws me off.
All right, folks, so I just got this out of our fridge kiln. And just to show you, right, this has been at room temperature since we did that hours ago. And look how soft that is. And to be fair to it, it is solid to the point where it is absolutely... It's left a Ninja Turtle mark on my board. But it's solid. Look at my mug. It's got to be up there with one of the most confused mugs for sure. But I feel like my body heat from my fingers... It's melting it already. All right, excuse the board. I can't be bothered to move it anymore. I've got a jug of blackcurrant cordial, and we'll go with the... it's pouring out already. The sugar paste mug, which the water on it, literally, it's not absorbing. It's. I feel like I'm just literally putting sun lotion on a Smurf. I can't even see if my lips are blue, but my hands just from holding it. That is rigid. We needed moisture to get it moving, but now the moisture is staying on there. You might want to pat it dry. You're not going to do this. This is ridiculous. What are we saying? What are we saying? This is... What?
You're just taking a sip of juice out of a, well, icing ball, essentially.
Yeah. Well, let's get the beverage in here. Tell you what, we've got a much better capacity in that. I'll give it that. But does the handle work? No, it doesn't. But does my red handle work? Oh, oh. Don't try this unless you're sticking it on a cake. The mug, thanks for the mug idea, Hugo. This is great. I think it's ridiculous. Icing is for cake, not just for Christmas. But thanks for watching. If I had to rank them in order, I think it's quite obvious that right now, based on this would be last. I think fourth is the eggy sandwich, but I think maybe a bit unfair there. The standard was quite high today. That wasn't a fail. Third place, we'll put those spam lattice things. In the end, we did get there. Freeze it, keep your blade clean, and make sure you change the 90° between every single slice. That was a really good tip. Second place, and only because Hugo didn't really like it, I'm going to go for the Ben & Jerry's thing, but I do have a sweet tooth. It was good. But first place, I think those potato cheese pull-apart cake things, whatever they were, simplicity, just there was something quite nice about it, and you can adapt it in so many ways, and it was fast and way easier than this. But I did enjoy pottery. It was fun. Thanks so much for watching. Do keep the VAR recipes coming in on your social media platform of choice. I do these every sort of 4 or 5 weeks or so. We're doing them for a long old time, so check them out if you haven't seen them already, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.